But you might recognize this makeup. If you watch just my LOL Surprise content, then you probably recognize this makeup because I just did season 2 in this makeup. I'm doing the LOL Surprise road trip. When this is being filmed, it will fully be the start of my birth week. And if this is the first time, I think I just set it up like an extra. I always like to film little unboxings because I like the little dolls. They make me happy. So while we're talking about LOL Surprise Route 77, the web series, I thought I would unbox the couple that I got myself for my birthday. I bought 4 of them. I bought 2 of them at my local Walmart because I hadn't seen them before and they were on sale. And then I went to a different Walmart that's kind of like in the sticks, so I thought if they're gonna have any, they might have some different ones and I might pull one that I didn't already have. Well, I ended up pulling, so the ones I pulled at my local Walmart and the ones that I pulled at the Suspicious Walmart was Series 1. So I thought, why don't, to break up the monotony of talking about the dolls, I do an unboxing. So this first one I'm going to do at the start, and then I will do, when there are 15 episodes, I will do the last 3 every 3 episodes. So we have the Muppet Babies of LOL Surprise, which is where the babies of the doll lines go on a road trip by themselves to sell dolls. This doll show has a fucking trailer, which I find to be hysterical. They're just like, guys, we gotta get these 4 to 7-year-olds hyped as shit for what we've got planned for them. They're not even gonna understand. They'll need their ballas held. They're about to be so thunderstruck. Up, little homie, let's get you in here. They truly said, oh, hold on, get hype for the babies to go on an adventure. And maybe, I don't know, because I guess if I only, and for a time I did, only owning the like dolls and then only owning the baby dolls and then having a show that's just devoted to the ones that you actually have going on adventures makes sense. MC Swag and Western Honey. The babies found Royal Bees, Queen Bees, family road trip photo album. It's a scavenger hunt road trip where they find clues, and what do the clues mean? Royal Bee can't go because she's an adult who is busy, so they decide to go by themselves. They're all in the Glamper. The Diva's all overpack, and there's like 5 of them, so I believe it's 6. So they decide to separate into 2 cars. So now we have the Glamper and then like they have a name for it, the Speedster. I don't know, it's the one that looks like a Cybertruck bullshit. So we have the groups into 2 groups: Queen Bee, Quiet Cutie, and Diva, and Queen Bee, Quiet Cutie, Diva, and then Neon Cutie, MC Swag, and Western Honey are all in a separate group. Sell those doll sets. The girls agreed to split up and do half the loop, and then come back and meet up together. Diva, Queen Bee, and Cutie go to a dino park where they find a dino diner with the cute little hostess, her Iconique. She has the clue. The girls glam up the dinos and have a fabulous time. Yassified dinos, they get the clue. Don't ask me what the clues are because they don't matter. And you'll know why they don't matter at the end. Episode 2, Giant Little Cup Castle episode. Still with Quiet Cutie, Diva, and Queen Bee. The girls have very low cell service. So, and they're fighting. They're constantly fighting. They're at each other's throats constantly. I don't know what it is about these doll shows. I'm not saying everything has to be friendship and sunshine all the time, but I'm not convinced these bitches like each other. The girls have very low cell service. They decide to go get a drink with this poorly dressed BB who has a castle made of cups, and the girls keep breaking it over and over again. The wall textures make no fucking sense. They build it back up before they find the clue, which is a cup. Woo! Episode 3, Purse Snapped. The second group, which includes Western Honey, go to the world's largest purse. Western Honey has her purse stolen, which has the phone, the map, and all of everyone's important shit. They go looking around. They go looking around this purse shop, in which they find out that someone has been stealing from the purse shop consistently, just stealing. So they draw out the thief, and the thief steals something, and they follow the thief around, and the thief ends up being a pile of kittens, rogue kittens. They're like, Western Honey, do you forgive this cat? And she's like, no, he's a thief. Just like, I'm sorry, Texas, are you feeling even a little bit apologetic for what you've done to these immigrants? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Because the girls found the thief, the owner of the purse store offers them a free purse. The free purse has a clue in it. Western Honey still has her lucky lasso stolen. Sunglasses, Fun Glasses, episode 4. Sunglass Museum. Neon Cutie accidentally breaks MC Swag's glasses, and it's truly an accident, so she's really feeling bad about it. She tries to replace them instead of... She really feels bad, so Meanwhile, Western Honey and Swag see a lesbian for the first time, and they believe that she is the Ghost Rider. They get to the museum, and they're like, where is her? And they're like, she must be a ghost. You know, instead of just being a lesbian. They're going around looking. Meanwhile, Neon Cutie is trying to win back MC Swag's sunglasses from a little, whatchamacallit? Oh my god, Rihanna. So she's off doing other things. Meanwhile, Western Honey's like, we haven't even seen her. She must be a ghost. And MC Swag's like, she just isn't in the room with us. Calm down. Because Neon Cutie is away from the group for more than 5 seconds, Western Honey's like, she's lost, and goes off in pursuit of finding her when they hear a spooky sound. The spooky sound is very clearly singing. A singing lesbian. No! They meet up and they hide from the lesbian. The lesbian appears and is just like, I was singing and in the bathroom. Chill. MC Swag asked Neon what she was doing over here, if not hiding from the ghost lesbian, and she comes clean and is like, hey, I broke your glasses. I was trying to replace them. And she's like, oh, they always do that, but thank you for caring enough about me to replace them. Thanks. And so they move on. The soccer incident, episode 5. Back with Diva, Queen Bee, and Quiet Cutie, they go to a soccer game. This group is constantly at each other's throat. Neonlicious calls and is like, oh my god, we were just doing a thing and we thought we'd show you this fashion show. Sell those dolls! It's actually the OMG Extra dolls, which everyone seems to like, but no one bought. They're even cuntier versions. They do a little fashion show, and then Neonlicious is like, alright, be good, work together, be friends. One of my baby dolls is in the background shot. This one. She's in the background, hanging out. I like her if she wasn't glittery. I hate the glitter hair. But she was there in the background, looking very sporty. Quiet Cutie loves food and is food motivated. She sees Alt Girl with the donuts and is like, I have to make that my mission. The best selling point for the sports pack of dolls is the fact that you could get the mascot head. And I want that mascot head more than I want water. It's so cute. Well, it pops off someone's head and ends up on someone else's head that was on the playing field. And then someone else gets injured. And then the team captain gets trapped in the net. So they're like, hey, actually, no game today. Game is canceled unless we can find some replacements. So, of course, our main three are the replacements. They replace the players. Queen Bee is really good at passing. Lady Diva is really good at shooting. And Cutie is a good goalie and really defensive when she's not just paying attention to food. They learn how to work together and complement one another. And for 5 minutes, they stop being completely out at their throats. Excuse me. They win. Go teamwork. They win. Midnight Kid is there. They win a trophy, and a trophy has a clue in it. Episode 6. Miss Miles, which I believe is my girl here. Yeah. Miss Miles mini golf. She's great. So her whole deal is that they go to a mini golf course and they're kind of tired of being competitive and like fighting to win all the time. So they're just not really going to try their best. They're just going to try their best to have fun. Well, she's also not trying to win, and she deeply doesn't want to win because she's stopped finding winning fun because she's too busy winning to have fun. They whomp around, they're terrible, they have a great time together, and in her winning portrait, she poses with her new friends. So here we have one that's from Wave 2, Ghost Town Tricks, Episode 7. Halloween special with the girls meeting back up. They hear about a podcast about a ghost town, so they go to the ghost town. And of course, we get some racism from Western Honey, because she's from Texas. So let's look at who we can get this time. Again, here. I don't think it's possible for me to have... I at least got 3 new faces. I'm hoping for Miss Flowers or Candy and Cutie. Miss Palm, Gas and Go, Rockin'... Okay. For purposes, I'm gonna slap her in there, but this is what the one that I've been referring to as a lesbian looks like. Sell that playset, question mark, with the ghost town being neon. They do some Halloween chase scene bullshit. A baby is there in the shadows. The babies do some trick-or-treating. I think I got just an empty bag. No, it's not empty. It's a tiny handkerchief. They do some trick-or-treating, some spookening. They hide. They search. They search until they find each other, and then they find the podcaster. And then there's a 3-minute chase sequence that truly steals my will to live. And that's kind of the end of it. They meet up and they're like, oh my god, we sure are on a road trip tangentially together. Meet Star Sky and her geode cakes. Episode 8. Neon, McSwag, and Western Honey go to a crystal shop, but it's not rocks, it's cake. And they get to play the fun game of is it cake? Because that's relevant for children who were in the womb when is it cake was like a real thing that adult people were wondering about. So Western Honey's on a side quest to be able to learn how to tell cake things from real things. Neon really wants a geode. She even like derailed from the world's largest swing set so that she could go and do this, much to MC Swag's chagrin. So Starsign tells Neon when looking for her thing to follow her heart and that she'll find her perfect piece. Well, she's taking forever, and so MC Swag just kind of roughs up a bouncy ball so that it looks like a gemstone to Neon to be like, see? This is your perfect one. She's like, I'm not entirely sure, but sure, I trust you. She goes to check out with the Star Sky, and she's like, this is a bouncy ball. And MC Swag is like, I'm sorry, I just didn't want to be here, but it's important to you, so I shouldn't have done that. And they forgive each other. Western Honey's Not Competition. Episode 9. The group makes it to the world's largest swing set, in which Western Honey meets a girl who's just like her, and thus is in competition with her. Neonlicious can't swing, and MC Swag wants to teach her how to do so. Western Honey and Candy and Cutie go back and forth. Oh, okay, I guess she's coming out. Go back and forth for forever, with them realizing they're just alike. They go on a run, and they go running, and then MC Swag is like, oh my god, if she can't be the best, she must think that we're gonna replace her. We have to go and help her, because that's not an unreasonable thought. Yes! They square off into a square dance-off montage to Best in the West, which is just a song that's like in universe. They do quick draw with iPads while dancing. The two of them are very similar. Side quest is that Neon doesn't know how to swing. Cowboy Cutie and Western Honey are running and running and running. Neon and McSwag pick her up off the side of the road because they're like, girl, we love you. I'm sorry. Stranded at Shell Beach. Spangled? Stranded? I feel like it's stranded, but whatever. Episode 10. Quiet Cutie, Diva, and Queen Bee go to the beach town where this girl is afraid of getting sunburnt. She's super concerned about making sure that she gets her sunscreen on, which is a little, like, obviously sun protection is very important, and teaching children, even little brown children, that they should properly be wearing sunscreen is super important. I'm not going to deny that. I am saying that it's a bit weird, just a bit weird, that it's a brown girl who's worried about being as burnt as the first pancake and or the second pancake. It was a bit jarring, but they help her get to her bag, in which she pulls out her sunblock. They all put sunblock on. I think this is the first pull that I've gotten where I bought this many, but I haven't gotten like a black one, an explicitly black one. But it could be said that she is Asian. When they get to her spot at the beach, they're like, oh my god, girl boss. Wait, are you here? And she's like, oh, besties, I'm here to get pirate treasure by following this map. They're like, oh, that's right up our alley. They help her go around until it's late at night, in which they see these shells that are glowing in the bioluminescence. And they figure that that's the treasure of this place. And they get it, and they spent time together. Pirate Cutie. Woo! Featuring the Facing Factory of Holiday Surprises. Episode 11. Our Christmas special. They're wrapping Christmas presents. They get drawn into this Willy Wonka style factory in which they start wrapping presents and making cookies and being bitchy and mean to one another. All the things that you need for this show to happen. Meanwhile, my favorite bitch, Snow Bunny, is there. They wrap some presents, they Willy Wonka around, and then they're like, we didn't get to finish doing what we were doing. And she's like, it's fine, leave. And they all get a gift, and then they all look at each other and they play in the snow. Merry Christmas. It truly doesn't make sense. They learn the spirit of gift giving, but it is a very weird moment. Birthday Camping Surprise, Episode 12. Western Honey's birthday camping surprise, in which the girls who are with her decide to surprise her while she sleeps in the cabin by setting up the glamper with a surprise camp setting. Montage ensues. They wake her up and she does some continuity with the Glamp Scouts mission stuff, and she's like, you've got your seats too close to the fire, and she's acting all like an expert. And they're like, hey, if you're an expert, we trust you. A Girl Scout appears, and it's Canyon Cutie. I love her. I was like, do we know her? But I think the other one's Cowboy/Cowgirl Cutie. So one's Canyon Cutie, which I wanted, and I'm sad I didn't get, but you know, it's whatever. And then Cowgirl Cutie. Very similar names. And she invites them over. Neon is a shady cunt. Love her. Canyon Cutie is very self-sufficient and rugged. Canyon Cutie is actually like useful and good at this stuff. She knows a lot of stuff. And after hours, Western Honey goes back to Canyon Cutie to get some advice, instead of asking for help or admitting she doesn't know to the rest of the girls. She's like, hey, how do I fix a crushed up canopy? And she's like, why don't you roll your camper forward? So she rolls the camper forward, and it rolls forward, and they almost roll to their doom, but like, whoever's with her, I believe it's Neon and MC Swag, are just like, Western Honey's so competent. We're probably fine. Meanwhile, she has to be like, Canyon Cutie, help! And brings her over to help stop the canyon, in which Western Honey admits that she is out of her depth. She saves the day, yay, Candy. I know what your name is now. I've been calling you Gasoline Girl for like 2 days. So, Garage Gals, episode 13. Party in the Glamper blows a fuse, and now they don't have any power. They're stuck on the side of the road. They have to push the Glamper to the gas station. I don't know why they didn't think to just walk there and then come and get the car with a tow. But whatever, sure. So, they come up to the gas station under this tiny sign, in which they find her, and she's so shy. She's like, hey, I can fix your Glamper. I can fix your Glamper. But you have to stay the night. And I closed my book. Oh, great. Good job, Megan. So, like, Neon is talking her ear off, and then MC Swag and Western Honey are building her these signs, but they're too loud. And she's just kind of shy, and she just wants to talk about the things that she wants to talk about. Autism. So they are talking and getting to know each other, and by the time it's time for them to actually be staying the night, they're all friends. Yay! Meeting people where they're at and not assuming they're rude because they don't want to talk to you, near strangers. Woo! Tea Party Trouble, episode 14 with this bitch. She is a bitch and I love her. Oh, her hat! A preppy, peppy proper tea party hostess makes Cutie, Lady Diva, and Queen Bee follow the rules to a tea party because, you know, she wants to do it right. It's her first tea party. She wants to do it right. However, they can't eat until she does the thing. Well, Quiet Cutie bowls into the tea party, ruining the food, so now they can't eat, except for the fact that she had put away a different set of sandwiches that still had the crust on them. So they eat the sandwiches with the crust on them, and they bang on the table, and they remember that the best part of a tea party is the people that you get to tea party with, and not just following the rules. Okay, so share your 707 story, episode 15. I need you to understand how dumb I felt when they're like, so one of the clues, that's the only clue that matters, is like an LOL like this, but it's an LOL, but it's also sometimes a 707. And I was like, oh my god, Route 66, Route 707, that makes sense. It's like Route LOL. Jail. Prison. Jail. All the girls get back to the, they get back to town. They get back to the House of Surprises. They do a clip show about their trip. And Royal B comes in to ask how about the clues and what the message is, and the message is share your 707 story. Share your 707 adventure. And then they're like, oh my god, I have to evangelize. Our God is an awesome God, he prays from heaven above, about road trips. And they do that. They have themselves an MLM LuLaRoe party, which they show all the clips from their trip, their mission. We praise God. And everyone's like, oh my god, I have to go on a road trip. I should take my friends on a road trip. You should go on a road trip. Sponsored by ExxonMobil. They recruit some girls. They're like, oh my god, we're gonna go on an adventure. And then this show is over. This was a cute little side quest. I mean, I ended up with some really cute dolls. So I'm not gonna be too bad at it. Do you have eyes? Does your hat link somewhere? No. Did I get something way too soon without opening it? I don't. Maybe it's just so that she can swap clothes with other dolls. Because I don't believe she has fucking sunglasses. Because, like, generally if you have a hat, you don't have sunglasses. You have a hat. Do you have ear holes? You have ear holes. Oh. So, yeah, it happened. I got some pretty cute dolls out of it. I really procrastinated on covering them for a really long time because I was like, this is gonna be really annoying. And it was. The baby voice is annoying. But it was fine. It was cute. The power of friendship. I don't think there was anything objectionable, and I actually, like, I'm a road trip girly. I grew up taking road trips. I believe that they're really good for children and teaching them, like, you know, the destination is, it's more about what you do on the way there, time management, a little bit of emotional regulation, and learning how to live in small spaces with other people. So I like road trips. This whole, like, take road trips thing, like, obviously it's just, like, a family-friendly activity, but the idea of it being, like, supplied by BP is just, like, killing me a little bit. The next series is just called LOL Surprise Family, and they're taking their sweet time, releasing episodes. 7 days was yesterday, and they still haven't released a second episode, so don't expect me to cover that until the summer. I know I said the summer the last time. I didn't know that I didn't know. But, like, I'll be keeping track of that. But, yeah, for right now, this is kind of closing the chapter on LOL Surprise for a little bit. Yeah, alright. Thank you, guys. This was fun. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Megan_Blush_. You can find me almost anywhere under that name. If I know about it, I probably have an account.